Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to invite Dr. Robert Wares to deliver the convocation address. Dr. Wares.
Good morning, everyone. Dear members of the procession, friends, colleagues, dear family members, and dear graduates. It is a privilege and honor to be here today to receive this honorary doctorate from McGill. I'm certain that all graduates present here today share in this feeling of pride and accomplishment. You've all worked hard to earn your degrees, and I congratulate all of you. Your achievement is well deserved, and your families and friends are no doubt very proud of you. Your choice to come to McGill was a very good one. McGill's excellent reputation is international in scope and has not wavered since I graduated in 1979. And I say this not for political reasons, simply because it is a fact. Throughout my career, whenever I was asked where I graduated from, wherever I was in the world, the name of McGill always commanded immediate respect. Do not hesitate to state with pride that you graduated from this university. It will serve you well throughout your respective careers. Pour les diplômés francophones parmi vous, je vous félicite davantage pour avoir choisi McGill comme université. Vous l'avez sans doute fait pour la qualité de l'éducation et pour améliorer votre anglais. Et maintenant, étant diplômé et bilingue, du moins beaucoup plus bilingue que vous l'étiez sans doute quand vous avez débuté vos études, je vous assure que ceci vous donnera un énorme avantage lors de la poursuite de vos carrières. So what does it mean to graduate from university? Well, here's one perspective as to what it means, as told to me many years ago by a prof in geology at U of M, and coincidentally was recently recapped by a colleague of mine in the mining industry. A bachelor's degree is given to those students who believe pretty much everything that professors have taught them. A master's degree is a step up, given to those students who have started to think for themselves and started questioning what professors tell them. Now, a PhD is altogether different, given to those students who may no longer believe anything the professors tell them, who have certainly learned to believe everything they tell themselves. Logical conclusion to that line of reasoning is that honorary doctorates are given to guys like me who not only believe everything we tell ourselves, but are crazy enough to act on it. The underlying message behind that bit of humor is an important one. That is learning to think independently and to think critically. Critical thinking is perhaps the greatest gift as took away from McGill, and I believe it is even more important today to develop that skill for several reasons. First of all, accumulating knowledge has become less of an issue since knowledge is now available at your fingertips through technology. You have to have your bases covered, of course, but the fact that you are graduating today in a world that is technologically radically different from the one I graduated in over 30 years ago. Most of you would have a hard time imagining how you could manage your daily routines without a smartphone, an iPad, or a laptop. Yet these devices did not exist when I graduated. One of the most important gifts technology has given you is continuous access to knowledge, anywhere where there's a Wi-Fi or a cell phone signal. Instant access to knowledge, however, is a two-edged sword because you are continuously being bombarded and perhaps overwhelmed with information. This is not to be taken lightly, as what I like to refer to as data onslaught will only get worse as time goes on. Hence, one of the greatest challenges you will face in your future careers will be to learn to continuously sift through that maelstrom of information and make sense of it. That will come by learning to think critically, by not believing all that you read in the media, by learning to access sources of information that are reliable, and by using your brains and judgment to cut to the chase, process the right information, and make informed decisions. Over 300 years ago, René Descartes coined the famous phrase, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Contrary to popular belief, the debate was not about whether he questioned his own existence. Quite the contrary. Descartes concluded that the only thing he could be certain of was his own consciousness and his ability to think. Everything else could possibly be an illusion or a lie. Descartes appreciated, perhaps more than any other being of his time, the importance of critical thinking, and didn't even have to deal with the gibberish that swamps traditional and social media on a daily basis. The other huge advantage of critical thinking is that it also enables you to think differently. All the information that is made available, as well as the trends created by contemporary society, conditions us to think along certain lines, leading to mainstream and even dogmatic thinking. By maintaining an independent mind, you will avoid the pitfalls of popular dogma, and this will allow you to create innovative solutions to the problems you will face, both scientific and personal. Critical thinking does not, however, come without inherent risks, for peculiarity sometimes breeds contempt. Do not be afraid to think outside the box, to buck the trends, to take risks. This is the only way you'll make an impact in your professional lives, whether you choose an academic career or move into the private sector. This is also the only way you will succeed financially, but in all likelihood, it won't be sufficient. I speak from personal experience when I say that financial success also comes from tremendous perseverance, finding the right partners, and a little bit of luck. On the subject of luck, I'd like to think that in business and in life in general, luck is not random, but simply a result of opportunity meeting preparedness. As scientists, if you do choose to go into business for yourselves, your intelligence and your ability to think originally will prepare you for the opportunities that you will invariably come along. Should you succeed financially in your careers, do not forget to give back to family, society, and the university that helped you break into the world and forge that success. Remember that making money should not be a means to an end, but should be a means to an end and not a means unto itself. I was very proud to be able to give back to McGill, and specifically the Department of Earth and Planetary Sciences, and will continue to do so as long as I can. Faculties of science in universities across the country receive very little support from the private sector, and yet industry benefits tremendously from scientific know-how. It is my sincere hope that as scientists, you will strive to change that attitude and help foster better support from industry towards scientific research. So in closing, I would also like to paraphrase Steve Jobs, a man who embodied the concept of innovative, creative, independent thinking. Be hungry, be foolish. That does not come with any guarantees, but it's certainly the only way you will make a difference. Thank you, and best of luck to all of you.